Yeah, welcome to the big one. It is the Bendigo Braves versus the Geelong Supercats. Just letting Michael McIver introduce the lads because he does a good job. So the boys will come out to play.
At number 15, sponsored by the Bendigo Braves,
Here comes the big recruit. Kyle Dundas is with me. I'm Brian Coughlin. He's an interesting guy, the new recruit, Muo, isn't he?
Very much so. I think we're yet to see the best of Muo here at the Bendigo Stadium.
We've had some top figures, haven't we?
Yeah, well, he shot well the second half of last week's match against the Huskies. So hopefully he starts off tonight like he did the second half last week.
So National Anthem will be performed by Michael McIver. It is pink round here for the NBL1, so of course Breast Cancer Network.
It's just my intro music. Appreciate that, DJ. Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are young and free. We've golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is good by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains, then let us sing. Advance Australia fair.
The great rendition of the National Anthem. Michael McIver, Kyle Dundas is here. Boys will be tipping off very, very soon. What's going to be a ripping match, 4 versus 5, as they get in their huddles.
I think Michael gave it a little bit extra there for the mothers.
He may have done that. You are quite correct.
Happy Mother's Day to all the mums out there.
The boys will continue to do their thing. Yeah, just one of the refs, Leanne, asking me if I know what a travel is. As long as you do, I don't have to worry about it. It's a bit cheeky from the ref. Do you know what a travel is yet? I actually don't know a lot of the rules. There you go. No, I do. It is, though. It's good that we can involve everyone in basketball. You don't have to be a superstar to play it or watch it.
It's very funny coming from the refs. And then last match, fantastic game with the women. The Supercats got over the line with the Braves, but you were giving coaching advice.
Yeah, look, I was. Yeah, I was. And look, that's fair. Certainly between Dave Herbert and I, we've coached a lot of games.
Yeah, but
mostly by Dave.
And now the referees accuse you of not knowing travel. It's a bit of a.
I was just talking to Dean Anglin, the CEO of NBL1, and he used to be an ex-radio station GM, and I'm obviously from a radio station like you are, mate, from Triple M here in Bendigo, and we're used to copping a little bit of stick, so we'll be right.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll move on.
We will move on.
Massive game here
we
today.
Forget?
Massive game here today at Bendigo Stadium in Coggo. I'm really excited to see how the Braves come out of the blocks.
Well, Dyson Daniels is back for the Braves, which really looking forward to the youngster at 16 years of age, how he goes. He's been away with the under-18 side. He's been around the place, so he'll be good.
He adds a lot to the Braves team as well. Just a little bit of youth injects a bit of youth into the side, and he's an impressive individual. He's going to go far with his basketball, and it's good to see him suiting up for the NBL1 Braves.
That is for sure, as the boys do their best work. Here at the Bendigo Stadium. The women went down, by the way, the Braves women. If you're a Geelong supporter, you would know that your team won by 16, which is a real good result as far as that's concerned. And certainly a fantastic standard of basketball. You know, you're looking at 111 to 95. That is nearly 200 points in a basketball game. So that is just fabulous. I'll give you that wrap back, mate, because I can't eat cheese, but that's okay. You have that.
Oh, I was doing you a favour, but nonetheless.
No, you did, mate. Appreciate it. Big game. Big. When I say big crowd, it's. I was just talking to someone before here in Bendigo, and what we don't realise if you're watching for the first time in Bendigo is that the crowd, or when I say the crowd, the numbers, it holds 4,200 people, this stadium. So you are going to get, you know, it's going to look like there's not many here, but there's actually quite a few. So
yeah, and when you get into the big momentum shifts in the game, and even in the last match with the women, as soon as the Braves started coming out, the crowd actually really came into the match, and you can definitely hear them. It makes it's a good atmosphere.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's a great atmosphere. Not far away from a start here. Mother's Day. Hope Mum has got something nice. I was talking to a few people out there at the canteen that have already got Mum something, and they asked me what I got, and I said, nothing yet, but I will be. Both teams look evenly matched, Kyle, you would think.
Yeah, they are on paper a very even game, so it's going to be interesting to see who's going to be the better team on the day, Supercats or the Braves.
Let's have a look at that starting five if we can, please, sir.
Yeah, well, for Bendigo, we have got Daniel Hansen, Matthew Bartlett, Muo, Ray Turner, Deontay Burton, and for the Supercats, Owusu, Thomas, Williams, Gatlin, and Goodwin rounding out the starting five.
Fantastic, there you go. That's what's happening there. Oswuhu, is that how you're pronouncing it or not?
Owusu is how I'm going to attack it.
Yeah, not a bad idea, mate. Keep talking while I have a little Vegemite sandwich.
Well, we've got 15 seconds till tip off here at Bendigo Stadium. Final words from Coach DJ. Coach DJ Hogan. Coached the Braves to 4 wins and 3 losses so far this season.
Good start.
Good start, yep. And the Supercats are the same, I am led to believe. No, I lie. Supercats have picked up 5 wins and 3 losses. Here we go. NBL1 action right here, Bendigo Stadium. Where would you rather be on a Mother's Day? Bring the mums along?
Probably with Mum, but anyway, ready to roll.
Plenty of pink socks on display too for the breast care nurses, showing their support. Good to see.
Okay, here we go. Tip off for the Bendigo Stadium. Thanks to Coolabah Turf. Away we go. Nice work at the back there, Burton. Sets things up. Muo. Interesting man he is. Gives back to the captain, Ray Turner. Muo. This will start the crowd going. Doesn't get there. Who's got some hands? Comes back to Bartlett. Bartlett chugs it through. Deontay Burton. Bartlett again. Start off the Braves, Matty boy, and he does.
He was MVP last week, Matty Bartlett, here against the Huskies, and he starts off today's match beautifully with a 3-point monster.
Underground pass here. Little push, shove. Good defense early from the Braves. Probably not good enough to stop the points. And Thomas gets his first and Geelong's first too. NBL1 pink round. So Deontay Burton, Muo. Little push. Tries to get past Thomas. Backtracks, Burton. He knows the clock's winding, got 2 to beat there. He's going to have to go for a big one, Deontay. In fact, he says, buggy roll, I'll just push, and I'll take the foul as well.
Great play by Burton. Shot clock winding down. Looked like he was going to pull up for a triple, but took on the Supercats, drew the foul and won. Great result from Deontay Burton.
So push here, nice and open, points are on offer, didn't happen, still got it though, the Supercats. See good pressure there from Bartlett. Owusu gives it across, here's Catlin. Doesn't get there either. Gatlin, I should say, I should know that, I've called his name so many times, so I'll apologise to the great man. Bartlett into the corner. Nice long one. Burton made that look easy. Pushes across Hansen. He likes this. We like it. Daniel Hansen.
He had bank on Daniel Hansen nailing them when he's open.
Push Owusu. He doesn't get there. There must be something wrong with that end. It was like the women's match. Just didn't go. Burton. Back to Hansen again. Because he make it 2 in a row? Not quite. Good spot. Right time and all that stuff for Burton. Spins, turns, gets around, doesn't get it in. Tries to go again, does so. Very, very nice. Good start, Braves. Early stages, first term for Cool Turf.
Awesome intensity coming out from the Braves.
So Williams, nearly lost it. Thomas, he's got points so far for the Cats, doesn't get that one. But Williams says, I'll help you out here. Pushes to the line, doesn't need to. Easy points in there. Defensively not as good.
They can't afford to give up offensive rebounds, the Braves men. Twice now they've given them a second chance at it.
So Muo pushes to the line. In fact, that is much better from the big fella. Thought he was going to push to the line, didn't need to.
Nice bandana addition for Muo tonight.
Yeah, we're all impressed, including you. Here we go. Williams thought about it. Tells Tucker to give us a little bit of a hand here, youngster. Don't stand around looking. Here's Williams for 3. No. Hansen's there.
That was Steph Curry range from Williams.
Little push, little shove. Muo just starting to find his feet, Muo. He's had a couple of games in the blue singlet. Getting there, that's a shocking pass by Owusu. He looks to everybody and says, well, did I do that wrong?
And Muo's come out with a fair bit of aggression early in this game. It's good to see. Not afraid to jack up the shot. He's really starting to find his feet here in Bendigo.
Mother's Day. Hope you're having a good day. All the mums across Australia. And even if they don't do it around the world, we'll say Happy Mother's Day anyway. Pushes on, all foul trouble. I'm doing Williams in there to cop the foul. He does. So the chance for a couple for the Braves.
I really like Matty Bartlett, what he's brought to the table last week against the Huskies and early on in this game.
That's your first, sorry, Kyle, first time out. Keep going.
Yeah, no, just a really great intensity from Matty Bartlett. It's but prior to last week, I would have said he was a bit timid to take it to the rack. Now, I think DJ Hogan's obviously given him the license to say, if you're open, you take that shot, you take it to the rack, and he's playing with a lot more intensity, both defensive and offensive, and it's a great weapon that the Braves now have.
Certainly a good crowd in here for a Sunday. A lot of mums about too, which is lovely. Pink round, Breast Cancer Network is what it's about, Kyle. So obviously awareness. And they're selling cupcakes at the front door. How could you walk past them for $3.50 for half a D?
Yeah, it's Steel Cog. A nice afternoon snack as well.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't mind one at half time.
And you should be heading out there. Put the money into the good cause it is, Breast Cancer Network.
Do appreciate everyone who's also dressed in pink today. I did have a chat to Karen Smedley, and she head to toe in pink. Even I tell you what, she had a pink hat and she put the little Braves logo on the peak.
Impressive.
Commitment.
Good start for the Braves here at Bendigo. 13-4, thanks to Mr. Wolf Watches. So Bartlett, 11 the lead for the Braves.
Off to a great start, the Braves.
Whip around the back there. Should be a couple in the foul. He got their good one. So that makes the coach of Geelong a little happier. So good to see Andronicus back on. Well, he's on the court. First time for him for this game. The Supercats.
Got full court extended pressure from the Supercats.
Muo. Hansen's been good. Andronicus is always handy around there. Here's Muo. Let's have a look at the big fella. He does it.
Muo started this game very well.
Gately gives it off, gets it back. He's going for three. Right behind it, Gately doesn't get there. Good hands by Thomas. He'd be 7 foot, Thomas. Easy basket, or should be, for the Supercats. Made to work. Williams has a crack for three. Not him. Gately. Good balance, good hands. Here's Thomas for three. Got there. Worked in the end.
That really, really hurts the Braves. Those offensive rebounds, there's probably 5 already this quarter. Those second chance points, you just can't give them up.
So Bartlett, Burton, Hansen's there. Bartlett makes everyone wait. He tries to push to the line. He gave it to Hansen, wasn't quite ready. Is he ready for three? He's got three.
The pass was a bit of a meal, but Daniel Hansen, not bad from the three-point line, is he?
Thomas, he is quite attractive. Gately, how is he from the three line? Normally good, not this time. Still got it. Boys in red. Pushed to the line by Thomas. Should be able to go all the way and does.
That's a coach killer again, Cogger. I've said it. Said it earlier, those O boards, those offensive rebounds, are going to hurt your team's chances to win the match.
So Bartlett sets things up again. Oh, he gave it to Andronicus. Wasn't quite ready. That's going to hurt too. So turnover. Williams back to Owosu. Like it.
Supercats now within 6.
Good period for them. Just the last minute or two. Muo. Andronicus is your big tall man in there. He can defend that. Another miss. Williams, the only one in the competition with the 0 on his back. And he got 0 of the ball because it's now in blue singlet territory.
He's trying to force a foul there, Williams.
Muo takes a break with his headband, and Hogan and the youngster Dyson Daniels in for the Braves.
See the Braves get through this extended full court pressure from the Supercats. They do.
Hansen from Hogan. Daniels likes Hogan in there. Likes this. We all like it. Andronicus for a couple.
Really nice ball movement from the Braves.
Owusu. He likes that little throw behind the back. He's got it again. Owusu. Tucker. He's got it for help if he wants him. He's got it back to him. He wasn't ready. Now he is. Bit hard to get past. Andronicus goes for a little shot. That's much better. Little jumpy. So Burton sets up. 6 the lead for the Braves. Hogan thought about his 3-banger. Daniels loses it. Hogan lucks a fortune. How about that? Thought the dunk, Andronicus. Thought better. Just give me a couple. Long throw here. Tries to catch him napping. The Braves. Wusu is there for the rebound. Doesn't need to be because Thomas has got the foul.
Yeah, Thomas will go to the line here, shoot a couple. Oh no, looks like it's an handball play.
Johnston into the game for the Braves.
Thomas now at 5 points for the game. Make that 6.
So back to a 6-point game. Burton just been setting his club up in this first term and done it nicely. Dyson Daniels. Likes Hogan in there. From the corner, not quite. From Johnston, who's stuck onto the court. Here's Dyson Daniels. No. Little tap down from Owusu. Gave it to Williams. He sets up again. Little push and shove. Got his man out here, Owusu. Thomas, he likes his chances from there. Well, so does his club. And so does Geelong. Timeout.
Thomas has looked the goods for the Super Cats. 9 points for the game so far in the first quarter with 2 minutes to play. Pretty evenly matched so far.
Yeah, there's not much in it at all, and certainly it is 4th versus 5th, so you'd understand there wouldn't be a lot in it, but really good standard of basketball. They seem to be, both teams match up okay. There's a couple of tours for each, so I don't think there's much in it in regards to the variety of both sides.
Yeah, well, Andronicus, for me, he's brought a lot coming onto the floor. He's been a really good sealer and providing a good target for the Braves guards. So they're utilising him quite well, the Braves. And the Super Cats, you got Thomas, who's looking good from outside and also not afraid to take to the ring.
So, just a little timeout. We've got long before quarter time. What do you think coaches would have said then in 30 seconds, Kyle?
They would have said, see you in 2 minutes, hopefully we'll have the lead. Something like that.
You ask a question like that, you receive a answer, which wasn't bad. Here's Burton, tries to push, he got a couple of beat if he can, he gave it up, but the refs found a foul. So he was a bit lucky there because the turnover was on.
Yeah, hand check foul.
Burton, this will be big if he can bang it, and he does! Deontay Burton!
From the car park, Coggo, if you don't mind.
Gatland pushes, gee, some strength in there. Johnston was good. Dyson Daniels, he's quick, the youngster. Can he go all the way? Gave it up. Travel.
Double dribble.
Sorry, beat me to it.
Double dribble. Great defensive pressure from the Braves.
Don't mind that from Dyson Daniels. He's still learning the game. He's taking it hard to the rack. Obviously, threw the ball away, but good work. Just taking it hard to the ring.
Just getting that experience. He's going to be a superstar, this kid. We know that already, thanks Captain Obvious stuff, but yeah. Here's the big fella from the corner. Is it going to roll the right way? It doesn't. So, boys in red go again. They trail by 5. They've come back well, Geelong. Down by 11 at stages in this first term. So, Thomas gets it back. Gatland pushes. Oh, the clash of the Titans there. Ray Turner one out.
Awesome help defense from Ray Turner.
I don't know about you, but it was waiting for the bang. And the horns bipping. It didn't happen. Here's Burton. Gives it across to Turner. Looks at his options. Couple to beat, couple to push. Doesn't get there. Wasn't the best option, Kyle. Big long throw for Thomas. Little interference from either Dyson Daniels or Johnston.
It was good play by the Super Cats there. Saw the mismatch with Johnson caught down low on Thomas and they threw it in there straight away. So good heads up play from the Super Cats.
So Daniels taking a break. Tanner Rayners into the game. First time today for the Braves.
Another young superstar for the Braves.
Long one's on. McInerney just made the court as well. He gets it back off Thomas for 3. Doesn't get there. Flicked a little net on the way through, but it was on the outside, not the inside. Burton Turner was ready for that. Push, shove, got a couple to beat. Can he get there? Little tap on. What's the ref count found here?
Push in the back, Coggo.
No 50?
No 50, but push in the back from Ray Turner. Put up a pretty tough shot, so shot selection there probably caused the foul.
So Gately, Owusu, still be 2 scoring opportunities, 1 for each side, you'd think, before the bell goes at quarter time. Lost it, pushed it. Youngster tries to get his way through. Bly, no. Hands in there, we're all tied to a blue singlet. So this will be the last shot, first term. Just takes his time there, Deontay Burton. He knows what he wants to do. Go all the way. In fact, gives it to Johnston in the corner and gets it for 3.
He's the man you want, Coggo.
Quarter time at the Bendigo Stadium. Great first term of basketball. Stick with us. This is the big one this afternoon. NBL1 action. It's the Braves by 8.
Both teams are still figuring each other out at the moment, both defensively and offensively. But good way to finish the quarter for the Braves, going in with a nice three-point shot from Johnson in the corner. He's the one bloke on the Braves side that you wouldn't want to leave open with the clock winding down, that's for sure.
That's it. And, of course, there'll be a little chat happening, but it's certainly been the Braves' quarter. They lead by 9. They got out to 11 at one stage and back to about 4, but the 9 lead really does sum up that first term.
It does indeed. And to be honest, probably would have been more if the Braves could actually pull in a few offensive rebounds, especially early on in that quarter. They gave away so many second chance points to the Supercats, and it really let them back into the game and let them gain back some momentum. But then it swung back again towards the Braves late in that corner. So 9-point lead. If you were DJ Hogan at the start of the match and someone had told him that I have a 9-point lead at quarter time, you take it.
Yeah, that's for sure. It's interesting that he's learning as he goes along, DJ Hogan, former player at the Braves, and had to retire due to a concussion problem, and now wearing a different suit every week.
Yeah, well, he always looks very sharp, does DJ Hogan. I'm not sure if he's got a politics sponsorship or what the deal is there, but either that or his suit wardrobe is getting bigger and bigger by the week.
Most of us have got 1 or 2 suits. He's got about 15. He's got 18 rounds, so he must have 18.
Yeah. I'd hate to know what the suit budget is at the start of the season.
I suppose you can hire him.
You can. Good to see Tanner Rayner still out there, getting some good minutes. And a pretty short lineup going into this second quarter, the Braves.
What about Geelong, mate?
Well, I think Thomas has got 9 points at the moment, so he'll be looking to get it into his hands a little bit more. He's looked pretty good. He's got a pretty good field goal percentage at the moment.
So here we go, second term action. Bly gives it across to Rebulas on the court for the first time for the Cats. Super Cats, that is. Williams tries to push all the way, got a few to beat. The ref's found a foul.
It was unfortunate for Ray Turner. Just got him with the body. It was all clean with the hands, but Williams just forced his way to the foul line.
Not too much foul trouble at this stage. Turner has a couple, but nothing to worry about.
No, as long as he doesn't pick up a third foul before.
Ooh. Oh, wow, that's an interesting foul. Talk us through that, Kyle.
Yeah, well, that's concerning. Over the back fouls. Interesting call. Oh, no, the foul was called Daniel Hansen, so not Turner. So lucky for the Braves, Turner doesn't pick up his third.
So Thomas pops a couple over. Looked cute, didn't get there though. Nice sharp one for Rayner, just couldn't get a handle on it. couple of big boys come back in. Johnston and Ray Turner take a break.
Yeah, smart from DJ Hoban. Just give Turner a little bit of a break. You would hate for him to pick up a third this early in the match.
It pushed to the line. Bly gives it back to Thomas. Rabula. Thomas, he's the go-to man for the Supercats. Bit of work to do though. Big long one by Rabula. That was good.
That's a long way out.
Bly, actually. Sorry, I take that back.
Long way out from Bly in the car park territory.
So set up again, Hansen. Bartlett thought about it. This could be a little donkey. No. Good defence in there by McInerney, but not good enough to stop a couple for the Braves. Good defence from Rayner there. Bly scored a beauty a minute ago. Williams, a little lofty shot, went nowhere. Who's off hands? It'll be a Braves ball.
It's good to say Supercats are switching up their defence quite a bit. So at the moment they're looking like a full court press, but they'll drop back into a zone, a 2-3 zone, which is.
So Rayner thought about it himself. He's got Andronicus, just couldn't grab it. Push the line, that'll be a foul. Matt Bartlett says, I accept.
Yeah, professional foul from Matt Bartlett, forcing him to go to the line.
His first personal foul. It's a 14 foul for Braves. Moving on to the second.
PG's now 14 fouls for the Braves with 8 minutes 30 to play in the quarter. Can't afford to give away too many more. Oh, that's a pretty good foul from Matty Bartlett with a miss.
So, 6 the lead, been that way for a little while. Hansen's back, here's Bartlett. Thought about it. Hansen's pretty good from that 3 line. We've seen that a bit here in Bendigo. Muo, just a little push and shove, gets it in.
Undersized defender there. Muo just forced his way for and helped himself for a nice easy 2.
Yeah, Blythe. Here's Rebulo. He got a little trip on the way through, so that's an obvious foul.
Jonte Burton and Ray Turner back in for the Braves.
Big game for the Supercats last night. They defeated Albury by 1. Huge game at Albury. So they'd be feeling good about themselves. Probably not the score at the minute. Nice work from Andronicus. Ref doesn't agree.
Yeah, it could have gone either way, that foul. Umpire adjudicated it to be against Matt Andronicus.
Round 6 it is. I think I said round 5 before. Round 6 it is. A couple of other games taking place to do. The Melbourne Tigers taking on the Ringwood Hawks.
Nice Melbourne rivalry.
Yeah, indeed. Still a lead of 7 for the Braves.
They haven't been that good from the free throw line, the Supercats. Many a times they've only got 1 from 2.
Ray Turner for a couple. Nice. Pushes on. McInerney runs into a couple of boys. Didn't have a key to get out. Eventually did. Here's Thomas. Thought about it. Bit of mucking around going on. Gatlin's always good. Gives it back though, right behind it. It was McInerney, couldn't do it. So Braves win that little bout.
Very good defensive pressure from the Braves.
Burton, we're right behind it from Muo. No! Who's got hands in there? Ray Turner. They fight each other, which is not a bad sign for the coach. Muo just went back that extra step and travelled. I picked that.
You did pick that one, Colgo. That looked very good from behind. The 3-point shot from Muo just wasn't to be.
As Hansen breaks with a drink, and Chris Hogan takes over. Set up again, Gately. Here they go. This should be an easy one for McInerney, and is. He drags a couple back. 7 the lead for the Braves. Second term action thanks to coolturf.com.au. Had a win last night against Albury. That would have been a cracker, 1 point. I don't think we've had that this season in Bendigo. Maybe today. Here's Burton. Got a few to beat. Thomas gets in his way. Here's Burton for 3. This will be big. Doesn't get there. Andronicus, geez, a tall fella. Just wobbles it out to Hogan.
Great offensive board by Matt Andronicus. You've got to say too, if the Supercats can pick up a win here, to have a double header and to come away 2-0, that is a massive weekend. Really can set up your season, that kind of win to loss ratio over a weekend.
Across to Turner for a couple, no. Little push, and when Andronicus falls over, I tell you what, we all shake. He's a big fella.
He's a big boy, and awesome to see him hustling like that. Again, he picks up the ball for the Braves. It's 2 plays in a row up the defensive defense. He's kept it in hands of the Braves.
Just a little quiet around the stadium at the moment. You see in the background Dyson Daniels, the old man Ricky, walking past. He was a superstar with the Braves.
He was an absolute legend of the club.
Thanks to Rafael Jewelers here today. Mr. Wolf watches too.
You got yourself a Mr. Wolf watch yet, Coggo?
I haven't yet. I'm waiting for David to deliver. We'll see what happens. Not going to hold my breath.
They do look very nice.
Silver's my colour. Here's Muo. Turner on Andronicus. Let's see if the volume's turned up by Muo. Not that time. Williams has got to now wait. So pink round here for the NBL1. Cupcakes at most of the stadiums being sold for the Breast Cancer Network. Great idea. Williams will get a little help here. Didn't need it. Gave it across to Gately. Haven't seen his best form here today. Maybe it's on the way. Trying to get all the way through there was Rabula. Williams has still got it. That clock's coming down rather quickly. Williams says, I better get something in, and he does.
Nice little jumper from Williams. He's looked dangerous, Williams. Hasn't put too many points on the board, but he's definitely looked the goods.
Yeah, Muo. Nice long one. Hogan, we like him from there. Too much pressure, and look out. This bloke will gobble this up, Gately, and does easy, but a little donkey.
Yeah, good turnover from the Supercats. They bring it back to 3 points.
So, just got to start making every post a winner. Oh, that's not the way you do it. He's lucky to get that back, Turner. Thinks about what he wants. He's got Hogan there. That's unfamiliar for him to shoot from there. Does this time and says, shut up, Brian. I can do this.
Nice little fall away jumper. They've been a little bit sloppy the last few minutes, the Braves. They just need to be a bit patient. Keep control of the ball.
Gately, he just about got tackled there by Muo. Looked like a footy tackle. He'll have the foul. Foul trouble looks okay for most, I would think. Geelong look good. Couple each for Andronicus and Turner, and now Muo.
Yeah, pretty clean slate for the Supercats. As long as they keep their fouls down to 2 or less at halftime, the coach is genuinely pretty happy. Any more than that, and alarm bells.
Jake Cowling in for the Braves.
First we've seen of Jake Cowling tonight.
Yeah, definitely. Been around a while, Gately, I tell you, in this competition, what a star he's been. Still is, I should say. DeMarcus Gately. Just go a little small with Muo. Taking a break. Bartlett back in, the guard. So just may have felt they were a little tall. Kyle.
Yeah, they've got a fair bit of height on show here, the Braves. Ball handling responsibilities with Bartlett and Burton.
So Bartlett wasn't the greatest pass. He gets it back. He'll make amends for it, though. No, he won't, because it's a turnover. Gately just don't want to get in his way here. Oh, how about that? Deontay Burton lights up the stadium.
Climbs upstairs.
Cowling back to Burton. He's telling everyone to go get in the paint, he says to Chris Hogan. Ray Turner says, I can do this, fella, and certainly he can.
That was huge up there, defensive end from Deontay Burton. Climbed upstairs to get the rejection, and Ray Turner does the rest down the other end.
Oh, and he does it again. This time it's Turner, though. Defensively, over to Cowling. It should be an easy basket, and is. Geez, some good looks and good points from the Braves in that last 60 seconds, Kyle.
Oh, back-to-back swats on the defensive end.
Williams, he'll push, runs into a brick wall. Thomas back to Gately. You give it to him at the moment. He tries to go in and under. Likes the youngster McInerney from the corner. That is good points from Owusu.
Just steadies the ship a little bit for the Supercats. Green, Bartlett goes to Cowling.
Back with the action too in Bendigo as Kyle kicked the court out, but that's okay. That happens.
Yes. Apologies, Colgo.
Yes.
I just wanted a go at taking over the range to see what it
is. That what it was? Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Righto.
I'll happily give it back to you.
We're back here. It's okay. What did we miss? Not much.
Ray Turner, nice little jumper. That's probably all he missed.
Job on there. How about that? Nice work. So, nice work in there. Burton, they lead by 3. Tries to go all the way. Bartlett beats a couple, beats 3, doesn't get it in, drags the foul.
Great pump fake from Matty Bartlett. Got 2 of them in the air and flew past them. Earned himself a couple of free throws.
Daniel Hansen back into the game for the Braves.
So, just a couple of changes before the halftime break. This game has flown along today. Not too many timeouts. So Bartlett doesn't get there, disappointed. And again, gee, they lost points. Still a Braves ball, but you're disappointed, Bartlett, with that.
It was that 0 for 2?
0 for 2 it was.
Not good. Not ideal for Bartlett.
So Hansen, lost it. Gee, good defensive work from the Supercats. Williams, busy. Owusu gives it back to McInerney for 3. Not quite. Good hands. Deontay Burton. He tries to push all the way. Gee, that was a good pass back to Hogan for 3. No.
Deontay Burton, extremely athletic. He's putting on a very good display here at Bendigo Stadium.
Williams, Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mums right across Australia and the world. Here we go. No, didn't get there, Gately. You got a little smack of the chops. I don't think the ref saw that. What I love today is the refs have even got pink whistles. How about that?
Oh, great little addition. That's Very good of you to notice that, actually, Coggo.
Of course. Time out at the stadium thanks to Coolabah Turf. So that's where the game sits at the minute. 3 the lead for the Braves. A little bit disappointed. They're out to about 11 at one stage, back to 6 and now 3.
Yeah, well, I actually think the Supercats' defence has been really good. They're putting great pressure on the ball handlers, and every time the ball goes inside, they're defending the post quite well. So for me, it's the defence of the Supercats which is keeping them within striking distance, and then they're just getting the job done on the offensive end. There's no real standouts for me on the offensive end for the Supercats, but they're just getting it through hands and finding open plays, and they're just getting the job done.
That's it, exactly right. Couldn't agree more, mate. Just getting the job done. That's kind of where we're at.
The Braves, for me, they just need to look after the ball a little bit more. Just be obviously very wary of the Geelong Supercats defence. Geelong are playing at times they're playing a full court press, which is dropping back into a nice zone. So they've just got to control the ball movement, look for an opening, set a few off-ball screens. But I've really liked the work of Deontay Burton this quarter. He's been very aggressive, both defence and offence.
So they go again. Still plenty of time in the second term here in Bendigo. There's Bartlett. Burton has been really good first half. In fact, he's been really good this year. Tries to go all the way, and there's the class of the man.
Yeah, great finish by Deontay Burton, and quick to get back on the defensive end.
Williams just settles things down. A couple of scoring opportunities for both sides here if they're quick. Gately, he always loves to move. I couldn't imagine he'd have a lot of patience. McInerney for a couple and gets there for the Supercats.
Yeah, great dish. Finding him an open McInerney. Nice easy jumper.
So Burton, he's going to suck a bit of the time off the clock here.
Got a 3-second differential between shot clock and game clock.
Thinks about going all the way, gives it back to Bartlett. Oh, yes, Matty Bartlett. Big long one. That'll do us. Half-time at the Bendigo Stadium. Good finish in the last 30 seconds by the Braves. It means they lead by 6 over the Supercats. Thanks to coolturf.com.au, Mr. Wolf Watches and Rafael Jewelers. Kyle Dundas, give us an indication of what happened in that first half here in Bendigo.
Well, Coggo, we've finished both quarters with a 3-point shot to the Braves, and those 2 3-pointers equate for 6 points. And that's the difference. So it's been a very tightly contested match today. It's not a pretty even spread amongst both teams as far as scorers go. The defence of the Supercats for me has been the standout for them. They've forced turnovers and then turned those turnovers into some good points. And for the Braves, they've shot pretty well from the outside. Yeah, I mean, just nice little jumpers from Turner. Hanson's hit a couple of threes. Bartlett hit a couple early, and Bartlett finished the quarter then. So, very even match. Going to be very interesting to see how both teams come out in the third.
Yeah, no, it will be interesting and certainly a good standard of basketball. We saw that in the ladies' match before. It was just awesome that we're able to watch such a quality basketball game. They went down, the Braves women, by 16 to the Geelong Supercats. And as Kyle said, this game is going to be a ripper in the second half.
We did say, I got to say, with the women's match earlier, the intensity was a lot more, it was dominant in the women's match. It was free-flowing up both ends. This doesn't feel as though it is as much like that. It's a bit more stalemate, and teams are happy to just take their time up the court and be a lot more patient. So it's a very different game to what we witnessed earlier, but it's much more like chess, this one.
Yeah, a little bit like that, isn't it? Yeah. It's interesting with the coaches, just so we have a look here, and I know that we're obviously in the half-time break, but both coaches and teams, or Geelong haven't left the bench there, might not even be going in, but they're watching and looking, and even the coaches for Bendigo are standing around saying, okay, well, what do you think? Isn't it interesting? Wouldn't it like to be a fly on the wall over there?
Yeah, the statistics read so much into the match these days. So the coaches really do their due diligence in looking at the stat sheet after every quarter and finding who's doing those little 1%ers for the Super Cats. And those little 1%ers are the things that can actually change the game. Like DJ Hogan will be looking at like second chance points early in the first quarter. It was noticed that the offensive rebounds were very high. So he would have alerted to that early in the first, called a timeout, and since then there hasn't been as many second chance points for the Super Cats. So all those little statistics lead into a conversation which is had at half time.
Yeah, indeed. Taylor Bell, the assistant coach of the Bendigo Bros, is going to join us in a sec, so you better have some hard questions for the great man.
I'll do my best, Colgate.
Do your best, will you? Certainly a good crowd here too for Mother's Day. Again, this stadium is a big one, 4,200 people it holds, so if it looks a little empty, it's possibly not. It's probably full for a lot of other areas. So as Taylor Bell joins us now, the Bendigo Bros assistant coach. Great to have your company, Taylor. Thanks very much for joining us. Super U live coverage. Mate, up and down, 11 at one stage, back to 6, back to 3, and then back to 6 before the break. You had a bit of a chat to the other coaches over there. What's been said?
Yeah, it's just the same thing for us that I say every week when I come over here. If we have the right energy and effort defensively, we seem to get easy buckets and then pull away a little bit, and then when we get a bit lazy, teams claw back into it. So if we just keep up our energy and keep up our intensity on the defensive end, I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, I definitely noticed early in the first quarter the second chance points from the Super Cats were pretty high, and you're letting them back in from having that early buffer of 11 points back to 3.
Yeah, they crashed the O boards really well too. I think they had 25 offensive rebounds last night, and they had 6 against us in the first quarter. So, they're just the key points that we're trying to limit. And, luckily for us, our offense has been fantastic, scoring 50 in the first half.
You're a defensive man, so you're not quite happy with what's going on, if I can tell in your voice.
Yep, yeah, no, I am. I'm more defensive-minded. That was my role as a player, so I'm always harping on the guys about their defence, and giving up 44 points is probably a few too many for us. So if we can hold them around the 36, 38, that's pretty good. Yeah,
the Super Cats are actually, speaking about defence, they're playing quite up the floor and putting quite a lot of pressure on the ball handlers. Do you see that as being an issue, or are you guys handling that okay?
Not really. Deontay's a pretty elite point guard, so he handles that stuff pretty easily. So it's more for us is just, when we get a bit lazy, they seem to have taken advantage of it. So if we can cut out, and that's only, 3 or 4 possessions. So if we cut those out, then, we break that lead up to, 10, 15 points, and we're, cruising along.
Taylor Bell, the Bros coach assistant. Just before we let you go, the game this year, the NBL1, feels like a game of momentum. One team grabs that little bit of momentum, all of a sudden it can be a good run, can't it?
Yeah, definitely. And that's, it's the teams that are up on the top of the ladder just play at the same level the whole time, and they don't drop away. And so that's something that we've been working on, is, playing at the same standard throughout the whole game and just keeping the momentum in the game. So
sure. Mate, one more from you.
I've got one last question for you, Taylor. Tomorrow, so the Super Cats played last night. Do you think in the second half they'll run out of legs?
Hopefully. They're missing Marlowe as well, so that's a big out for them. So hopefully we run over the top of them here in the second half.
Mate, thank you. Always good to catch up with you, Taylor. All the best for the second half. The Bendigo Braves assistant coach is Taylor Bell. We'll take a break here in Bendigo. It is the Braves by 6. Back with the second half action coming up real soon. So here we go, second half action of the Bendigo Stadium. It is the Braves by 6. Muo. He started off well, Muo, and had a little break and didn't hear a lot from him after that, but he's on the court. Here's Turner. Got a couple to beat here, Ray Turner. He lost it. It was favourable. Bartlett, smallest bloke on the court, got that. Burton, a couple of quick looks in the third term, spins around, gives it to the big man, and he does it very, very nicely. Hansen.
Doesn't miss 2 in a row from that spot, Daniel Hansen.
Oh, nice work from Turner. They'll take the ball, Geelong, but nice defence work. So, Geelong trail by 9. Owusu and Gately. Williams has been busy this game, little fella. Thomas looks pretty good off the hand, doesn't get there though. Still got some ball to gather. Is Geelong, and Williams does it well.
Nice little left hand layup from Williams there. Gets the quarter started for the Supercats.
So here we go with Bartlett in the corner. Matty Bartlett.
Back-to-back triples for the Braves. Good way to start the third quarter. DJ Hogan will be very happy with that.
So
Bartlett lost balance there, but he's given a blocking foul for his troubles as well.
Second personal foul, first team foul for the Braves.
a lot of good players started out as court cleaners.
Is that true? Gogo?
Very true. I'd like to see the stats on that. So a little quiet here. Supposed to do Sunday afternoon. So Gately, Owusu. Oh, he's got his man clear in there, Tucker. Thought he might have grabbed a foul as well.
Good find.
The ref with the pink whistle says, keep playing, youngster.
Good find by Thomas there.
So nice work in there by Burton. Turner has to push a couple, doesn't get a basket, but will retrieve a couple of shots. Now, Jules, our cameraman, has said to me, if I don't say anything to his mother's name is Edwina? Edwina,
yep.
Which is Jules' mum on the camera. She's given up Mother's Day so Jules can come shoot for us. Isn't that good? Edwina. Wouldn't hurt the tight ass to actually shout her a few things too.
Shout out to Edwina.
Ray pops the first one in. She would have had to have put up a lot looking after Jules. He's a bloody rebel.
got to mention Deontay Burton had to sub there. I believe it was just a blood rule, and Matty Johnson has taken his place. Geelong playing that full court pressure again. Forcing themselves to get a turnover. Supercats have been good up the defensive end all game.
So they go again, Geelong. Work in there this time, not quite. Foul's been given. So,
great dish by Williams. Awesome look. Found Gatlin.
His third personal foul. Gatlin to the line for 2.
Just the ref copping a little bit of stick here, but again, it's not an easy game to do, is it, mate?
Never. No sport's easy to adjudicate.
That's it.
I don't get enough credit to the refs sometimes. As Gatlin adds another one. Extended pressure again from the Supercats, almost forcing a turnover.
Work hard in there, Bartlett gets a couple, doesn't get there. This time, no. As they work hard.
Oh, good dish by Bartlett.
Yeah, Andronicus can't get there. He'll get there this time, won't he? No! Doesn't get there. Oh, Matty Bartlett, he's got to pick it up and he's got to get there. Pushes to the line, got one to beat, doesn't get there. Oh, well, Uo will. No points, though. So, gee, an interesting 30 seconds.
Very interesting 30 seconds, Coggo. Great defensive effort by Matty Bartlett. Just couldn't quite get the score.
So, Williams puts the hand on the head as if to say, I know what's going to go on next. I'm not sure. Here he goes, pushes. And a little tap in from McInerney. So, Hogan, 10 to lead for the Braves. Andronicus, the big fella, push to the line, doesn't get there, drags the foul. Very professional.
He's very good, just bustling his way to the hoop and drawing a foul, Andronicus.
Second personal foul. Back into the game.
So let's have a look at Andronicus. Matty Bartlett takes the break, he was good. And Burton will slide on for the Braves. As the pizza man comes past, didn't stop our way, that's all right. We forgive. So Andronicus for a couple. Just gives them the 11 lead at the moment. It was that way during the first and second terms. They got it back at halftime to 4. And now a good 11-point lead. Owusu McInerney was in there by himself a second ago. Couldn't get there. Try to get there again is Gatlin. No basket, but the foul.
Foul on Matt Johnston. Great turn back into the game for the Braves.
Sunday afternoon, Mother's Day.
Gatlin's been pretty busy all game, Coggo, but he's only got 6 points to his name, which surprises me.
Good spread of point scorers for the Braves. Thomas 12, Owusu 12 for the Supercats. Their spread not so good. Hogan. Hansen, he likes Turner there. Turner's got to beat McInerney. If he can push, he falls over his own feet, or did he? All right, the foul is on McInerney. Just a little bit of a stretch of the old leg. Good to see the boys wearing their pink socks today too.
It looks good on the lads, the pink socks.
Absolutely.
Could be a weekly occurrence. Ray Turner's pulled up a little bit ginger after that fall.
I'm amazed that no club wears pink. It's quite weird when you think about it.
As a team colour.
Yeah.
At the same time, it's good for the pink round.
Yeah, it is.
Breast cancer
But it's the
awareness.
same with pink cars. So hardly anyone drives a pink car. It's just something for you to ponder. Kyle, I don't know the answer, by the way.
I think maybe if there was a team name called the Panthers, maybe...
Pink Panthers.
The pink... Well, if your team name was the Panthers, then you might opt for the pink, but other than that, I'm not sure.
Oh, I don't know, it'd be different. Not the worst colour in the world, it's actually very nice. Yeah, a couple of misses there. That's not good for Turner. I'm sure he doesn't need me to tell him. Thomas. So, Owusu. Geelong Supercats pushes to the line, got a few to beat. A little bit too strong, but McInerney helped out. So a couple more for the Supercats. They draw a little closer.
There's a no call from the umpire. I thought it may have been a travel awarded to the Braves, but wasn't to be.
So 7, the lead, make it 9, and the foul to go with it.
Just as a general observation, Coggo, the Supercats, the energy in this quarter isn't as high as what it was in the first half. And I think maybe the back-to-back matches overnight maybe starting to creep into their game. They're starting to look a little bit tired. So as the game goes on, it'll be interesting to see if just the energy levels drop a little bit to the Supercats.
Yeah, I reckon you're right. They won by 1 last night, the Supercats over Albury, and without seeing the game, which I haven't, I would suggest that any game that's that close, there's a lot more energy and pressure that goes into it. Gately, he'll push the line. Oh, we knew what he wanted to do. He knew what he wanted to do, and Ray Turner got in the way.
Turner got in the way, but I think the foul's been given to Matt Johnston.
He shakes his head.
Gatlin again gets himself to the line. 10 points for Gatlin.
Not sure anyone's noticed, but he's a different boy to Marcus Gatlin. You may not have noticed, but he's actually wearing different coloured shoes. Here's Johnston from the corner. Could have been good. Little fob off a knee. Doesn't matter where it goes. Certainly Burton doesn't care. He pushes to the line, gets it in, gets the foul.
Burton's had a really good third term, Coggo. He's pretty dangerous offensively. He's just finding a way into the paint, and he's bringing the whole team into play as well with some nice assists. This time getting himself a cheeky 2 and an N1.
So Burton, Sunday Arvo, Mother's Day. Gives 11 points up to the Supercats. 70-59 Super U scoreboard. Bendigo Stadium. If you noticed the shoes are different yet, I couldn't do that. I'd feel weird. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm not as good at basketball as what Gately is. Oh, he's lost it, the youngster. Had it, lost it. Talking youngsters, here they are. Daniels. Jang. The one that lost it. Daniels, they're about the same age, but look at things. Here's Daniels. He's going to try and push to the line, the young fella. He's adventurous.
It's good to see Dyson from Dyson Daniels putting the ball on the floor, taking it to the hoop, just not afraid. Fearless.
Good to see Jordan Mangan into the game. He got some good minutes last time they played here, the Braves. So Dyson Daniels.
Collects his first points for the night, Dyson Daniels.
The old man was a superstar, but his three-throw shooting wasn't the greatest, and he wouldn't care if I said that. He'd say, you're right. The youngster is a little better. So, as this the future NBL1 right in front of us here. Daniels, Tang, I should say. Helps if I get his name right. McInerney right behind it, gets it in.
Good find by Young and a nice jumper from McInerney.
So, Daniels. Burton. Andreas lost his opponent. Mangan. Daniels. Youngster says, I might have a go myself, but lads, if you don't mind, I'm going to hurry up. Here's Andronicus for a couple. Yes.
Good composure from Dyson Daniels. Lost control of the ball, found it again, and a good find for Matty Andronicus. Doesn't miss too many under the ring.
Game high lead for the Braves, 13. Tang. Thomas. He's been good too today, Thomas. Just the 12 points. Could it be 14? It isn't. Andronicus rebound. Puts that to bed. It's Burton. Tries to push. Not going anywhere, Owusu, and grabs him this time. So it'll be foul for the big man, Burton.
And again, Deontay Burton causing all sorts of trouble for the Supercats. Anytime the ball's in his hand, it looks as if the Braves are going to get some form of open shot. He's collapsing the defense nicely. Bit of sweat on the pill, Coggo. Can't have that.
Jeez, it's quiet here today, isn't it? Normally this stadium is very noisy, but it's very quiet. So, grabs one.
Deontay Burton up to 15 points for the night. He's pulled in 5 rebounds and 6 assists as well.
Tang thought about going all the way. Good battle between him and Dyson Daniels. Owusu. Oh, lost it. Got one in the scon. Ref said she didn't see it. It's all right. That's why they ref at the highest level. Burton.
Andronicus down behind plays. Found his way up.
He's up again. Dyson Daniels gave it to Mangan. Just a bit quick for the youngster. He regains his composure. And Daniels will set it up as that clock winds down. The Super U clock pushes, gets around. Little blind turn, goes back in again. Nearly fell over his own feet. Here is the big boy, Hansen, for a couple. Oh, and he's given it back. Daniels said, thanks very much, youngster.
What a way to finish the quarter, Coggo.
That is three-quarter time. I'll learn from that. Coach is sitting there going, from Geelong, what happened then?
Every quarter in this match, Coggo, the Braves would end it with either a 3-ball or some form of play. There's nothing better than going into a break with a bit of momentum like that. And now an 18-point commanding lead. It's going to be tough for the Supercats back from here after playing last night as well. They look pretty lacklustre in that quarter, to be honest, Coggo.
You get a chance to have a look back at that. It was even Jules got caught with it. Yeah, I thought he might have went back and Daniels had popped another couple in. Yeah, no. That
very
was
sneaky from
Dyson
Daniels.
Yeah, that's for sure.
If ever you catch the cameraman off guard, you know you've
We've got the number one bloke in the league, let's face it. If he gets caught off guard, no one's going to get it. So.
Exactly right.
Anyway, wrap us up. Tell us what happened in that third term.
Well, look, to be honest, Kogo, it's just a lack of energy from the Supercats. It's pretty clear to me that they played a hard-fought match last night and they haven't had a lot of turnaround time. So Supercats trial by 18 at three-quarter time. It's going to be really hard for them to come back in this final term for the Braves. Deontay Burton really showing his stuff. He He's working his way into the paint at will. He's now got 15 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. He was probably the difference in that quarter, finding open players, and Dyson Daniels as well brought a lot into the final minutes of that quarter. So that's the Braves leading the Supercats 79-61.
Champions IGA, how the locals like it. Algas, for all your gas supply needs. Access Employment, your employment specialists, and Paul Gray Builders.
Just going to have one of the superstars of the Braves join us for a little bit of time in this final term.
Oh, that's pretty exciting. Who have you got for us, Cody?
Oh, you'll see. You'll see. It's a secret. It's a secret, mate. Ricky Daniels, the father of Dyson, is going to join us for a bit of a chat. He's a bit nervous about all this.
Well, Dyson's still on the floor for
Still on the floor.
For the fourth quarter. Dyson had a great finish to the third quarter there with a nice steal and put back for two.
Welcome the great man, Ricky Daniels. Hi, mate.
Hello, how you doing?
Very good. How's this young bloke of yours going out there, Dyson?
Yeah, I think he's doing a pretty good job. He's
now
starting to settle in a bit.
Kyle said before, Ricky, and I've commentated a lot of your games, he said that youngster Dyson, your young bloke, is a much better three-throw shooter than what you ever were. Is that a fair call?
I would say so.
And I also say, Ricky, that Cogo has taken words out of my mouth. He actually was the one who delivered that line, but you know, he can put the blame on others.
Well, Cogo's been around for a long time, so there's a bit of truth in that.
Yeah.
You were great, mate. Don't worry. I used to sing your praises. Stick with us on the call for a minute, mate. Ricky Daniels, the son of Dyson, who's out there. Burton. Hansen, he's been good today too. Hansen, he's got it back. He's looking at three just above him. Doesn't get there. Good hands in there though from Mangan. Gives it across to son of Rick, Dyson. Hansen again. Burton says, I'll have it, thanks. He's got a couple to beat. We can see the clock go down. Back to Dyson Daniels for three. Not quite. That would have been nice with the old man beside us. Hansen tries. He doesn't get there. Hands are everywhere. Andronicus, will he get there? Oh, he threw it back into action. And Burton, as they set the clock up again, that one's a little bit too cute. So they'll start it all again. How's it been with Dyson, mate? He's 16. He's playing senior basketball at, well, SEABL, NBL1 level. Have you had much to say to him, or have you just kind of stood back a little bit?
Well, you know, I stand back a little bit. You know, he's putting in a lot of work, you know, not just here with the Braves, but, you know, with his, you know, the Australian camps and things like that. So he puts in a lot of time at home as well. You know, we do help with a few pointers here and there, but, you know, it's all about what Dyson does. You know, he puts the time in out there on the court. So.
Well, you've got to do it in prep, don't you? I mean, you did it. Anybody that's any good at anything, whether it's this sport or any other, has got to put the prep in. There it's Dyson Daniels across to Hansen in the corner. There's three! You got a couple of other young blokes coming through as well, mate.
Yeah, they, you know, you got Dash coming through. He's doing under 14s at the moment, 14 Braves, and Kai's doing youth league. But you know, it comes down to the time that they put in off the court. You know, that's what that prepares them for these type games.
Just off the Scott of Owusu there from Dyson Daniels, Mangan back to Burton. He thought about it. He's going to try and push all the way. Lost it off Williams. He got it back. Lucky to not get a trouble there, Kyle. This time, the big fella Turner. Oh, nearly stolen by Burton. Gaitlin's been in the game a long time, Rick. Gaitlin comes across. He gives it over to Williams. Nearly fell over. Pace on the ball. The throw. Oh, caught one in the scone. Refs are letting this go. I reckon Gaitlin's been around a while. You would have played against him too.
Yeah, no, he has. I just noticed that a few minutes ago, you know. There's
Make
a
you
couple
feel
of,
old?
Sorry?
Make you feel old? Your young bloke's playing against someone that you played against.
Well, the young bloke makes me feel old.
Rick, I've got a question for you. The league now, just wait for Gaitlin to Turner picks up around. The league now, obviously NBL1 and no longer SEABL. What do you think of the standard of NBL1 in comparison to what SEABL was?
Yeah, I think the standard
Here's Hansen. Sorry, mate, for three. You can go again. Keep answering it, Rick.
Yeah, I think the standard's pretty much the same. I mean, the same group of guys.
You know, they allow that extra import these days, so it's actually pretty good for basketball, actually. Obviously, it increases, you know, the level of play, which helps the guys along is what you want.
Absolutely. And do you think also, like, even just being called NBL1, it really showcases a clear pathway for the likes of Dyson to make a pathway into the NBL, or even, I don't know what Dyson's aspirations are, NBA or whatever it is. Do you think that even just being called NBL and being a part of that association helps?
Yeah, exactly. That's the long-term goal, is to actually, you know, play NBL, represent the country. You know, those are his goals. Those are definitely not mine. Basketball is what he wants to do. So
he had a choice to with the AFL. Is that right? Or was it soccer? I'm not sure which one.
Yeah, AFL.
AFL.
So, but because of all of his Australian commitments and all of that, he's had to put that on the back burner for a moment.
Ricky Daniels, superstar with the Braves for a long period of time, has joined us in this last quarter here. As the Braves lead, good lead 2-14. I won't like that. Blythe comes across, should get an easy basket, doesn't. Deontay Burton had different ideas. Here's Thomas, gets there, and that's probably what he wanted to do first up, Gatelin, and got there anyway.
How about those hops, Coggo, on Deontay Burton? He could nearly touch the top of the backboard there.
He's nearly up to Rick Daniels' standard. Rick could like that. Hogan, Hansen back to Burton, Turner, pushed to the line, got a bit of work to do in there. What's the ref say? It's a boy in red singlet ball. It must be time out here at the stadium. Ricky Daniels is here. Chris Hogan, you played a lot of games with too. He's now playing with your son. That must make you feel old.
Absolutely.
It must make Chris feel old.
I think he holds the record for probably the league.
Yeah, it probably does. Yeah, you're right.
He's on 400 and some games, isn't he?
He'd be close to 400, I reckon, if he's not there already.
Yeah.
So, Rick, the Braves holding a 12-point lead and the Supercats drawing, bringing it back there. What would you be saying at the quarter-time break here?
Oh, well, you just got to keep the pressure up, you know, keep the pressure on defense, make sure you, you know, get looks on offense, and just limit what they like to do. You know, you got to find the players that make an impact on the game and limit them to what they can do.
So what's it like in your household with three boys who are all desperate about to want to be big in basketball? You'd be paying out some money for the NBL station, wouldn't you? What is it?
What's that?
Fox Sports. You'd be Fox Sports would be on flat out.
Or KO?
Yeah, they have to pay their own money for that.
Hang on, I'll just give my camera to the great man over here. There you go. So 6:19 on the clock. It is a good lead for the Braves. Ricky Daniels has joined us, and Kyle Dundas has gone all quiet with the great man beside us.
I'm in awe, Coggo.
You're in awe.
Yep.
You feel like you're not having a roll on a Monday night or anything, are you, here in Bendigo?
Yeah,
you are, aren't
absolutely.
you? Yeah, I thought you might have been.
I played against Ricky a few weeks ago, Coggo. He tore us to bits. You still got it.
I don't know about that.
Did he sledge you, Rick? Did he sledge you?
I had to hold him back.
Fair enough too. All right. It is a good lead for the Braves, 12.
You learn to grab the shirt.
You might have learned something off him too, Kyle.
Yeah, I did.
Bartlett. Got a bit of Ben Harvey about him, Bartlett. Ricky Daniels. Ask Ben, he'll tell you. Here's Hogan. Little jumpy for two, doesn't get there. He's got another opportunity. Might need to give this one away, and he does. Burton come off his toes. Bartlett thought about it. Everyone's counting this down. Here's Burton. That's not going to get there. And it'll be a Geelong ball. The standard of the women's competition and men's, I think, Rick, and I've been watching it as long as you've been playing it, it's just jumped up a notch this season. I don't know why, whether it's an influx of NBL players coming in or what, but it's just stepped up a notch. Couple there, doesn't get there. They're all trying to tap it on.
Yeah, they're going to call me. They're going to call me.
Here we go. Fly for three, gets there.
Supercats are edging closer here, Coggo. 9 points now. They've got a nice little handy run. 8-0 scoring run for the Supercats.
Yeah. Hansen over the top here. This is good. Yeah, good work.
Much needed.
Ray Turner.
Much needed for the Braves there. Steadied the ship slightly.
They haven't been able to block this gap, have they, really, the Supercats? They have got within 4. That was at half-time. Here's Thomas to tell me to shut up and dance. So that drags it back 3. 8 is the lead.
They're a sniff, Coggo. The Supercats are on a nice run.
Live through the NBL1 website. Great initiative too. Oh, how's that? Easy work. No basket. Ray's not happy.
3 in the key.
Where was live streaming in your day, Rick? It's good though. Every game's live streamed. Yeah. Now you can watch wherever you know. If the young bloke goes away and you're not there, you can watch him.
Yeah, absolutely, and I do.
I bet you do. It's just fantastic. We had the old radio in those days, mate, but they didn't have any pictures, which is unfortunate.
It probably doesn't go that well down in the family, though. You know, it's like basketball again.
Yeah, it's exactly. So 8 is the lead for the Braves. A little bit of defensive work. That come off a hand. Big Johnston says, I better have it. Goes across to Hansen. This should be a good one. Finish off for Ray Turner.
Back out to a 10-point lead for the Braves.
Thomas, little tricky, little cute. Needs to go all the way. Gets a smother. Might have dragged a foul. It's a holding foul by the look of things.
Unsportsmanlike, Coggo.
Oh, that's a bit tough. What do you think of that, Rick Daniels?
I think that was the right call.
Still sucking up the umpires, I see. Or the refs, I should say. You notice that this season too, Rick, there's been a lot more dunking. I know you used to love it to do it in your day, but have you know? I think this season's been big for dunking.
What does that mean?
Well, in other words, you know, like these guys, even in this side, if you look at the top 10 plays of the week, they're mostly dunks.
Well, that's one stat that isn't recorded is dunks per game, which I think you would like to see that stat, wouldn't you, Coggo?
I would.
Well, in my eyes, I think that might be less defense.
Well, yeah. Probably is, yeah, probably is.
Or more fast breaks.
You used to love to swing off the hoop, mate.
It's a long time ago. Don't even remember that.
Sure you don't.
I'll tell you what, though, when you got Deontay Burton on your side, the dunks and the defensive rejections are great to watch. He climbs upstairs.
So back to 12, the lead. That was not what the Geelong Supercats required. They won by 1 last night in Albury, so they've got one on the road. This is not looking too positive. Turner gives it back to Hansen in the corner for 3. Daniel Hansen.
He'll nail that in his sleep, Daniel Hansen. Loves the corner threes.
Just seem to have a few more options, the Braves. Here's Thomas for 3, not quite. Up the other end, lost it, Johnston. Wusu lost it, but it'll be a foul. Oh, we just give the ball a bit of a kick. So, Ricky Daniels, do you have anything to do with the Braves coaching-wise, or are you just a spectator?
Yeah, pretty much a spectator at the moment. It becomes difficult when you got 3 kids that's actually playing Braves basketball, BJBL every Friday night, youth league, so...
You'd never be home.
That's right, even at 2 and 3 in the morning.
Yeah, I could imagine. Nice work from Burton. He's settled into the blue colours nicely. Bartlett, he's been good too. Hansen, Johnston. Burton, long way out. Ray Turner has a little shot, not quite. Retrieve. 15 is the lead for the Braves. So Wusu looked all right, did well. He's a good player. He would have played around your time as well, Rick.
He definitely did. So I think he's up for retirement.
And Gately, the man that you played against too, Rick, what are your thoughts on the different coloured shoes? Is that a trend? I don't know.
They look American to me.
Oh, American, is it? Righto. Bartlett pushes around one and gives it back to Burton. He can have a crack. Here's Hansen. Oh, bit tricky to Johnston. This will be it just pops out. I was waiting for the crowd to get up and have a bit of a dance after that. Williams, runs straight into Bartlett.
You just need a couple stars on those shoes.
Yeah, you're right, you do. I'm not sure that's one that will catch on in a hurry. I don't know about you, but I get sick of people saying, mate, you've got the wrong shoes on. Is that a trendy thing for your age?
I don't mind the fashion statement.
It's these young blokes, Rick.
Don't mind the fashion statement. We have Muro sporting the headband or the bandana tonight, so don't mind it from the players.
Well, headbands have been around forever. Maybe not different shoes. For a couple, no. Bartlett says, I better have it. The guard, he gives it across. This could be dunk time. It is! Ray Turner. A little bit of Ricky Daniels in that.
That was with his left.
For 3, across there, off hands. Just got all the answers, the Braves. Bartlett pushes. Here's Deontay Burton, just makes it easy, and I reckon the Supercats have just got that little tied in the last 30 seconds.
You've seen it throughout this whole half, Coggo. It appears the Supercats just run out of legs, run out of energy. Big win last night in Albury, so it looks like they're going to have 1-1 on the road from the doubleheader this weekend.
What's your thoughts on the coach, David Hogan, wearing a different suit every game, Rick?
I think it's fantastic. You know, I spoke to him the other day about that. I think he was going to get a new one. He was running out.
Well, I tell you what, if he does it every, it's a timeout here, is it? No, it's Bartlett's taking a break. If he does it every game, he's up for 18 suits this season, not including finals.
Well, if he grow a bit, I can lend him a couple.
He's already married to the beautiful Elise, so he doesn't need one for that. Here's McInerney for the Supercats, not quite. Turner. Dyson Daniels. We'll call him Saw, son of Rick. Here's Hanson from the corner. Burton had the hands. Sorry, Turner. Turns around, won't get there. And Owusu just settles things down. Rabula. Here's Owusu for 3, not quite. Burton just taking his time. Big long throw. I reckon they would have caught that at Goldie's.
They asked a little bit too much of Daniel Hansen there.
Just making the changes and bringing a few of the younger blokes in. Mangan, also Rayner. And Jake Cowling are in, so we've got a young group out there, Rick. Your young bloke is, well, he just turned 16, didn't he, Dyson?
Yeah, he's a couple months ago. Yep.
So Tang pushes on. Owusu. Rabula runs into a wall there. Pressure still, turn around. From Tucker, big long throw for 3 from Tang, didn't get there. They fight. Little kick. I reckon the ref has just found a front court Braves. I might even be, sorry, Geelong. So McInerney is a big fella. Push, push, push on Mangan. Turns around, pops it in. Nice work. Drags the lead back to 16. Similar to the women's game, the Geelong Supercats, the women got up today, 111 to 95 over the Braves women. Johnston, Rayner, first points, good defence. And they keep rolling along the Supercats. Good experience. Owusu gave it to McInerney. Oh, he just gives Cowling a shove. Didn't get it in. Or go again. No, he won't. Because the young son of a gun, Dyson Daniels, has it. Rick saying, have a shot, young bloke. Have a shot. Don't give it off. Have a shot, he's saying. I can hear him in my headphones. So he's giving it off. Rayner.
I would have shot it.
He would have shot it. Don't worry about
Absolutely.
that. And that is the game. So big one for the Braves this afternoon, Mother's Day. They've won by 16. Ricky Daniels, thanks for joining us, mate.
No
Always
worries.
a pleasure.
Thanks.
I think I got you into trouble with your other half, mate, so apologise for me.
It's Mother's Day.
Oh, yes. You better go then, mate. I'll be in trouble. Thanks again, Rick.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Ricky Daniels, the son of Dyson, here at the Bendigo Stadium as they had a win, and it was just great to catch up with him and talk about old times. How was that for the last quarter, mate?
Yeah, it was good. It was good, Coggo. I just think Geelong just lacked a little bit of intensity in the final half, and the Braves were able to run over the top of them. But I'm no mathematician, Coggo, but I think the live ladder will see the Braves jump above the Supercats now with 5 wins and 3 losses. So they're both teams, the Supercats and the Braves, 5 wins.
So that is it. End of the game, Mother's Day here at the Bendigo Stadium. The Braves 96, the Supercats 80. In the women, it was the Geelong Supercats turning the tables, 111 to the Braves 95. Big day here. A win each for each side as they celebrate in front of us. So well done. And we'll be back here next round in Bendigo. Thanks, Kyle Dundas.
Thank you, Brian Coughlin.
On the camera up there is Jules Fisher and his mum Edwina, who she got the day off, didn't he?
Yeah.
To come here. Oh, anyway, just apologise to Edwina here. I know he will. And I'm Brian Coughlin. Thanks for your company. It was a win for the Braves in the men and a win for the Geelong Supercats in the women. Thanks for your time. We'll talk next time we do NBL1.